address this shit one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
I'm like, yo, hey, listen. If it was that easy for any of y'all would have did.
Today, things are getting messy as rumors swirl about why Remy Ma seems to be struggling after her relationship with Easy the Block Captain. The word on the street is that Easy may already be stepping out on her, the very man she risked everything for. And now she's feeling the consequences. But the twist? Papoose, her ex-husband, doesn't seem to have any sympathy for her situation. In fact, sources say he's quietly finding amusement in the irony of it all, considering she was the one who allegedly betrayed him first. It's looking a lot like instant karma, and it seems like this situation is only going to get more dramatic. Who would have thought that Remy and Papoose's love story, one that many admired, would fall apart like this? Papoose was always there for her, standing by her side through everything, even during her time in prison. He was so dedicated that he once got himself into trouble for trying to bring her a special key while she was incarcerated. And when authorities made it difficult for him to visit her, he went to the extreme, marrying her while she was still behind bars. That's right, they even had a wedding ceremony over the phone. When Remy was finally released, they celebrated with a grand wedding and blended their families. Remy already had a child from a previous relationship, and Papoose had 3 of his own. But they made it work beautifully. Their love, loyalty, and devotion made them a fan-favorite couple. Then, in 2018, they welcomed a daughter together, and from the outside looking in, everything seemed perfect. Their relationship had withstood the test of time, challenges, and even 6 years of separation. Fast forward to 2023, and cracks started to show. The first big sign? Father's Day came and went, and Remy Ma didn't publicly acknowledge Papoose. This was unusual, considering how she had always gone out of her way to praise him in the past. Every year, she made sure to let the world know that he was an incredible husband and father. But this time, complete silence. No Instagram posts, no messages of appreciation, nothing. Fans noticed, and many were quick to point it out because it was so unlike her. Then, things got even more suspicious when Papoose decided to post his own Father's Day tribute. But Remy was nowhere in the pictures. Even more noticeably, her child from her previous relationship was missing from the post. This raised even more eyebrows, and people started asking, "Where's Remy? Why isn't she in the picture?" Then one comment hit different. "You married a woman who was never deeply in love with you. You, on the other hand, were completely devoted to her. And now you see the truth." At first, this just seemed like speculation, but then the real rumors started flying. Remy was allegedly seeing Easy the Block Captain. And this wasn't just any person. Easy moved in the same circles as Papoose, making the situation even more complicated. The idea that he would cross that line had people in shock. Papoose and Easy had mutual respect, worked within the same industry, and never had any prior conflicts, until now. Understandably, Papoose wasn't happy about the situation. Reports say things escalated between him and Easy, and tensions ran high. Some sources even claimed there was a heated exchange between them, though Easy quickly took to social media to downplay the situation. Instead of addressing the rumors directly, he posted messages suggesting that people were exaggerating the drama and spreading false stories. He wrote, "Y'all want something bad to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same folks hating, but y'all should get the story straight before you speak." Then, he added another post. "I'm not mad about the rumors. I'm not mad about false stories because being the person I am, I understand. But when I see people happy at the thought that something might have happened to me, that's unacceptable. I don't care about anyone, we're not friends, and I finally get it." And if that wasn't already surprising enough, he did something even more unexpected. He actually called on Papoose to clear things up. He wrote, "Real men do real things, right, Pap? Set the record straight before I do." The fact that he reached out to the same person whose marriage he was rumored to be involved in made the situation even more shocking. This situation is far from over, and with all the back and forth happening, it looks like things are only going to get even more complicated. Stay tuned because this story is just getting started. Papoose chose not to engage, staying completely silent while Easy tried to clear his name on social media. He didn't respond, he didn't defend himself, and he certainly didn't step in to stop the rumors. Instead, he let the situation play out on its own. But guess who did decide to say something? Remy Ma, however, instead of directly addressing the rumors, she posted a tweet about something completely unrelated. She wrote, "I'd like to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents. I tried. And can y'all please stop with the Easy and Pap lies? There's no place like Chrome. Right back at it. See y'all in August." Now let's be honest. That was not a denial. It wasn't a firm statement shutting down the rumors. It was a classic case of redirecting attention to something else. And the biggest thing people noticed? Papoose's silence. Anyone who has followed their relationship knows that Papoose always stood up for Remy. He was never one to let rumors slide. Anytime there was drama, speculation, or online chatter, he made it clear that he had her back, shutting down any negativity. But this time, he said absolutely nothing. And that silence spoke volumes. It was so out of character for him that people couldn't ignore it. It was almost as if he was confirming the rumors without actually saying a word. Because let's be real, if the accusations weren't true, wouldn't Papoose have been the first one to deny them? Wouldn't he have spoken up to defend Remy like he always had before? Instead, he let the story run its course. And that's when people really started believing that the rumors were more than just speculation. By this point, people were already convinced the rumors were real. But if there was any doubt left, it disappeared the moment Remy and Easy showed up to a major battle rap event where Easy was set to go against Geechee Gotti. And that's when things took a turn. If you know anything about battle rap, you know that nothing is off limits. Competitors come fully prepared to expose their opponents, and Geechee? He didn't hold back. He went straight for the biggest scandal surrounding Easy and Remy. Instead of easing into it, he went full force, putting the situation on blast in front of a crowd that wasn't expecting the truth to be laid out so boldly. The way Geechee said it, there was no mistaking what he was implying. It wasn't just an attempt to shake his opponent. It was a full-on revelation of what many had already suspected. The audience went wild, not because they were shocked by the claim, but because it felt like an open secret was finally being spoken out loud. But Geechee wasn't finished. He made it clear that, in his opinion, Remy had betrayed a man who had been loyal to her through everything. He laid out the situation so directly that it left the room buzzing. And the most surprising part? Easy didn't even try to argue. He didn't deny it. He didn't attempt to defend himself. He didn't even try to brush it off. He just stood there, taking it all in, which only made people believe the accusations even more. His silence spoke louder than any words could. At this point, the situation had gone from a quiet rumor to full-blown confirmation in the eyes of the public. And while people waited to see if Papoose would finally speak up or react, he did the unexpected. He remained completely silent, removed himself from the drama, and moved forward with his life. And who did he move on with? Well, that's another story entirely. Papoose has officially moved on, and his new relationship with boxing champion Claressa Shields is making headlines. What makes this situation even more surprising? Claressa and Remy actually knew each other before all of this unfolded. Long before she and Papoose became involved, Claressa had already been in Remy's messages. The goal seemed to be to make Claressa look overly emotional, but instead, it only made people question why Remy was so invested in Papoose's new relationship. Then, Papoose decided to address the rumors about Remy's past actions. He took to social media and posted a simple but powerful statement saying, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was." And just like that, the tables turned. Papoose has officially moved on, and Remy Ma is not handling it well. After staying silent through most of the drama, he finally addressed the situation, making it clear that he's done with the back and forth. He called out Remy's attempts to twist the truth and accused her of trying to rewrite history. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields wasn't about to let Remy get away with spreading false claims. She fired back, calling Remy out for being bitter and making up fake messages to stir up trouble. While all this was unfolding, Remy's boyfriend, Easy the Block Captain, was stirring up drama of his own. He recently bragged that men were jealous of him for being with Remy, completely ignoring the mess surrounding their relationship. And in a rap battle, he even had Remy publicly declare her love for him, making their relationship official. But despite all that, insiders claim that Easy never actually cut ties with his past relationships and was already stepping out on Remy from the very beginning. This revelation sheds light on why Remy has been acting out, lashing out at Papoose and Claressa, exposing their relationship and trying to break them up. It seems less about Papoose moving on and more about Remy realizing she made a mistake. And with reports that she's been refusing to finalize their divorce, it's clear she may have thought she could still control the situation. At the end of the day, this entire saga has been a roller coaster. While no one is saying Papoose and Claressa were completely in the right, it's hard to ignore that Remy is the one facing the biggest fallout. And now, the question remains, was Papoose's new relationship genuine? Or was it all just about getting back at Remy?